1, 2, 3.
Welcome.
Yeah, where's Tamee?
Let's get on with
Let's
the
do
show.
it. Let's go.
Hey everyone, welcome to Mix Cocktail Hour. I'm Tamee Harrison. This is Scott Cushman. We appreciate you guys tuning in today because, boy, do we have a good one.
Tamee, we've already had a good one.
Today.
We have already
It's
had
true.
a good one.
It's true.
Yeah, we have been sliding into this show like it is third base, and we're heading home.
We've been celebrating
Yeah.
it a little bit.
Yeah.
We have a very special guest
Yeah.
with us here today. Let me just say,
You say it.
he is
Preach!
a very successful
Hallelujah!
film director and producer,
Tamee!
but also a Tony Award-winning Broadway producer.
Bam!
But most importantly,
My congregation.
our friend and an absolute star mixologist. So, put your hands together for Craig Saavedra!
Craig, come on in, buddy.
What an introduction!
What's up,
That was
Welcome.
That was so accurate.
Yes, exactly.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Are you
I'm
excited to be here?
But I got to say,
Yes.
you guys really know how to get your guests drunk.
Yes.
We have been drinking for 4 hours.
That is not true. You came like this.
I did.
We
I
don't
did.
know what happened beforehand.
To be fair, he and I shared an Uber.
We
So
did it.
that might have
And
had
we drank
something to
the
do
entire
with
way.
it.
It's like mask off, drink, mask off, drink. It was fun. This is great here.
It's going to be such a fun show.
Yeah.
Our topic today is, of course, not only Broadway.
Right.
Because we have to talk Broadway.
We do.
I mean, come on. But also equal parts cocktails, which I think is great because we've never really focused on it.
True.
And it's going to give you guys at home the chance to replicate a lot of our cocktails, which are so delicious and easier to make than you actually thought.
It's so interesting when a cocktail acts like accidentally or on purpose works out
Yeah.
in equal parts. All cocktail, Craig will be able to tell you as well. All cocktails are about balance, and when it works out that they all equal, all the parts equal in power, come together, the sum of the parts greater than all of those parts together. It's magic. A little portal opens up. We all walk through it. And that is the end.
We're going to be walking through
We're going to be walking through portals.
Stargate.
Well, I'll
Get
tell
ready
you, the
for it.
reason why I like equal parts drinks is you're a professional bartender.
That
You
is
are
true.
like the Cush tender. I'm not a real bartender. I'm like
Me neither.
Like the pre-tender.
Sure.
And
take that.
Yes.
the
Yes.
the thing is, the hardest thing for me about making cocktails is memorizing all the specs and
Yeah.
the recipes. So when I
That's
when I
my
like
problem
about-
every week.
right? It's like,
Every
well, a
week.
quarter this, a 3/4 that,
Yeah.
a 5/4.
Yeah.
So what I like is, well, you see,
We
boom.
have our this is our cheat sheet.
called cheat
This
sheet,
is
yeah.
a professional
Cheat sheets.
professional show
Yeah,
here,
very.
from start to finish. So what I like about equal parts drinks is that you know that whatever the ingredients are involved in that drink to balance it out, it's like 3/4 this, 3/4. And if you do a full ounce, full ounce, full ounce, full ounce, or half ounce, half ounce, half ounce, half ounce.
Or an
Always
ounce
good.
and a half, ounce
Yeah.
and a half, ounce and a half.
Or
There's no
3
shame
ounce,
in
2
that.
ounce, 2 ounce, 2
There's
ounce.
no shame in
Sure.
that.
Or if you want to do a full cup, a full
Yeah.
cup, a full
Yes.
cup. Sure.
Yes,
Why not?
I've
I'm
seen
not afraid.
measurements online that went in cups.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
It was more for punches and things like that. But
I go
mean,
online just to look at measurements.
That's right.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think it's great, and I was very amazed when I was looking up a lot of these cocktails, how many I knew that were out there that were equal parts as well. Like we have some. You can make Negronis, gimlets, for example. You can have
The Long Island iced tea.
absolutely.
Is that an equal parts drink?
It is an equal parts
I,
iced.
I have never had a Long Island iced tea.
You will tonight.
I've been to
right.
seriously.
Well,
I've been to Long Island.
I'm not making it, but
That's-
somebody will.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I would like to give a quick shout out to everybody that is tuned in, of course, on YouTube, but also on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitch, on Dailymotion, and all the other thousands of streaming portals that we are on right now. And in our chat, I want to give a quick shout out in our YouTube chat. So if you're not on YouTube, please hop over so you can say hi. We have Larry and Dixie and Danny in the house, Apostle of Tiki. We've got Jay Cardi Party Starter.
Jay Carter Party Starter.
Jay Carter Party Starter. Keith, we've got Jen in the house. We have Betty Tell, Raquel. We've got Douglas Green here. We've got Kimberly Rose, and so on and so forth. Thank you so much, everybody, so far for tuning in. And I would say let's get to it.
Let's get to it,
I have
Tamee.
to tell you though, but for
Yes.
those of you at home, because I'm a huge fan of this show. I've watched every episode. I've been watching it since the beginning of the coronavirus shutdown, the live. You are even more beautiful in person than you are on TV.
That's the alcohol.
No.
That's where the blurriness comes
That is
in.
standing this close, and you.
I look exactly the same.
You look exactly the same.
Whatever you guys
Exactly
think
the
I
same.
look like,
So-
I look
That
is
exactly
it.
like that.
Anyway, so what are we doing?
So sweet. Okay, so I thought I would start.
Oh, love that.
I'll
Love
start
that.
off.
Step up,
We switch.
I'll hop in the middle.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And countercross.
See? Pas de purée.
Pas de purée.
Pas de purée. I mean, come on.
Oh, that is a good
Jazz
term.
hands.
Jazz hands.
I was a theater major.
Hey,
I can figure that out.
just imagine we might be on a Broadway show after this.
Ooh.
We don't know. We might be on a Broadway show after
Is this
this.
an audition?
I don't know. It could be. But good angle. Hold on. Anyways.
You don't have a bad angle.
So I thought
Yeah.
I would make a riff.
Okay.
I didn't make it up. I'm just making a riff.
Sure.
That's how they call it.
Yeah.
On a last word.
Ooh.
Sure.
I love the last word. It's made by someone called Sam Ross, who
Someone called Sam
a lot
Ross.
of people know.
Yeah.
Also, he's Australian.
He is.
Yeah.
Little old guy called Sam Ross. I know a lot of people are like, you don't know? Yes.
Incredibly
It was a joke.
talented bartender from Milk and Honey.
Exactly. But before he was in New York, he was in Chicago. And he
Chi-town.
was at a place called the Velvet Hour. And this is where he came up with the cocktail that I'll be doing called the Paper Plane.
Paper plane,
Paper
baby.
Plane. Some people stir. I like to shake.
Shake it.
Just to, work out a little bit, I guess.
That's right.
Why not? And I'm not going to be making one. I will be making two.
Ooh, so we
Spectacular.
just get one.
Still
We get
equal
one.
parts.
We will not have to share like we did on the Uber over.
Yeah, that was a little awkward.
Really weird. The long straws were helpful.
Oh, we had straws?
Well, I did. I had that one long one. Yeah, that's how that worked.
I can imagine you two with a helmet with the straws.
It's very cute.
That's
It was
now
incredibly
in the
cute.
back of an
Yeah,
Uber.
it's the cutest thing you've ever seen.
4 ingredients total, pretty simple. If you're making it for one person, if anyone is making this at home, it is 3/4 ounces all the way through. I'm making 2, so just times that by 2, so we've got 1.5 ounces each. So I'm gonna start off with the good stuff, with the bourbon, of course. And you know what I like about this? Even though there's bourbon in here, and
Yeah.
you know me, and a lot of you at home know also, and Craig, I'm going to tell you, not the hugest bourbon fan.
That is true. Yeah.
I've almost become one,
Yeah.
but like with the Paper Plane, it gets hidden.
Yeah, but what is it about bourbon that you don't like?
I-
Bourbon is the
I-
nectar of the gods.
I understand that. It's a little too...
Boozy?
Yeah. Manly? I don't know. Can you even say that?
Well,
can you say
I
that
don't
anymore?
know. I don't know. I mean,
It's, I don't know. It's too like...
It does put
I need
hair
a
on your
cigar.
chest.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what my dad says. It puts
Which
hair-
is a good
hair
look
on
on
your
some people.
yeah. Not Tamee.
chest. I don't know. We'll see after this drink. 1.5 ounces of bourbon.
Yeah.
Oh, because you're doubling it. I'm
Exactly.
thinking, wow,
Yeah.
that's a
That's a
boozy
big-
drink.
that's a big
That's a
drink.
boozy
I'm
drink.
doubling it.
Okay.
Thick. It's
So
a thick drink.
next up, what I also like about this is we're going to be infusing aperitifs and digestives.
Sure.
Actually. So we're going to start off with Averna.
Yeah.
This is an Amaro, obviously, which is
Yeah.
a digestive, which is stuck closed for
Yeah,
some
of course.
reason.
Shall I help you?
Please.
Look at this man steps
Ah.
in. Woo-hoo!
Woohoo!
I see smoke coming out of that was open so fast.
You can use a different Amaro, which is called Amaro Nonino.
No,
That's my
Nino,
favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, oh, great. So I didn't get your favorite?
Well, this is lovely.
Not
lovely.
today.
But the original specs do call for
That
Amaro
is,
Nonino.
that is correct. But I preferred this because there's more history in it. This has been around since 1898. Nonino's only been around since 1992.
That's true.
Not that we don't love it, but I thought I want to add a little bit more history in here, but also there's slightly different botanicals too. So this is not as viscous as a Nonino. Okay, yeah. So next up, our aperitif.
Oh, my
Aperol. Who doesn't love Aperol?
I've found very few people in life that don't like Aperol.
Little
And those
Aperol
people I
spritz?
cut immediately out of my life. They're gone.
I mean,
like an umbilical cord.
come on.
Boom, they're gone.
They are floating
Out.
in space away.
If you're panicking right now and you don't have Aperol at home, you can use Campari, but I wouldn't suggest it. It's a lot more bitter. It's a lot more bitter.
Aperol.
Fun story.
Fun
Sam
story.
Ross made it originally with Campari.
Did he really?
Yes.
He originally
I didn't know that.
Fun fact.
I didn't know that.
I've made a lot of great cocktails that I have changed later because they were garbage. So
Well,
I would say keep that
to Sam
Campari out
Ross.
of it.
I love Campari.
Yeah.
to
but
Sam
the
Ross.
bitter content of the Aperol is a little reduced.
Yeah.
This
Absolutely.
is a little easier on the
This
palate.
definitely brings a lot more of the sweetness, actually,
Yeah.
of citrus in there
This
as
is
well.
the only real sweetening agent in there. The Averna has some
Yes.
sugar, obviously, but get that Aperol.
Definitely get
that's what I'm
Aperol.
saying.
I'm just saying, fun
you
fact,
could,
Sam
you could
Ross
buy
with
that at the
Campari.
supermarket.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Easy.
not from me, it's from him. Then 3/4 ounce, but I have 1.5 in here. Lemon juice.
Yeah.
Okay. Bada boom, bada bing. That's it. Need a little ice.
You're right there.
I'm intimidated. You pre-squeezed your lemon.
I did.
I didn't do that for my drink.
Neither did I. So we have a few hours left on the show. We can
That's-
squeeze all we
I
want.
feel
we got
so
nowhere to go.
unprofessional.
That is what I call a you problem.
And you prepared.
Give it a quick light shake.
Shake dance.
Don't go too nuts.
Yeah, nice and light. This
That's
cocktail,
about it.
This cocktail can either be stirred
Yeah.
or shaken. So nice light shake. Oh,
I
Tammy's
love
so
how
cool.
you do that. The little whack.
I mean, you know.
I go to the gym now and I grab the pull down machine and I do this. I do this motion so I can get Tammy's shake. I just can't get
know.
it. Well, how's she so good at that?
So, here it is.
Yep.
Let's quickly grab our little hawthorn here
Yep.
and pour this bad boy in.
I'm actually salivating.
I know this cocktail so
Look
well.
at the
I'm
color
so
there.
in.
Let me tell
Wow.
you guys.
Tammy, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love the coupe too. Thank goodness Tammy put this in a coupe and not.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, you could serve this in a Nick and Nora, but this is just a little sexy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can do it in a Nick and Nora, but I thought, there's more in
Now,
here
do
for
you
you guys.
garnish this or do you leave it ungarnished?
So let me just say, I have to add this in here because you did make a beautiful garnish for me,
Yeah.
Craig. This is amazing. This is,
That's typically what I do.
This is
is
a
I
little-
put a little paper plane on it, but you
Yeah.
can't eat it.
Right.
that's true. That doesn't matter. I think we've had garnishes before that you couldn't eat.
I have all. To be fair, I've eaten every single garnish that's
I mean,
come
you-
across
you might
the
have, yeah.
face, but
I don't know.
I also have. That's a little weird. I ate that whole pineapple.
I
once.
didn't. I put a hoverboard on mine once. That was not edible. But another little fun fact for you guys from Sam Ross. The way that he came up with a name for this, for the paper plane, is actually he dedicated it to the band called MIA. Because that was playing constantly on the radio while he was trying to come up with this drink.
The rapper MIA.
No,
the
that-
Indian rapper.
Yeah.
That's a single
Yeah.
rapper.
I don't know
That's a
that.
single.
Yeah.
She's an Indian rapper.
Yeah.
But yes, yeah.
MIA.
Yeah.
So I thought two.
We all knew that song.
Yeah. da-da-da-da. Nobody knows the words, but
Yeah.
MIA.
Yeah.
MIA.
the garnish is MIA.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I
that's
love
why
it.
there's no garnish.
Yeah.
Here you go, guys.
Why, thank you so much.
The
And this
paper plane.
is the paper plane by Sam Ross. I
love
As
Paper
presented
plane
by Tammy
by
Harrison.
Sam Ross. Salud.
Oh, that's good.
In
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
you like it?
With that. That's so good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, the Averna definitely gives it a different taste, but the
But I got to tell you, I like it with the
yeah,
Averna.
I think the Averna.
It's a little smoother.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because you haven't actually had it with the
No,
Averna.
I've never had. I
You've
only
made it-
use the Amaro
I've only ever
Averna.
done it with Nonino.
Yeah, but I
so
tell
this
you,
is nice.
this is extremely well balanced,
Yeah.
and the Averna actually offsets the citrus.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it should be
Perfect.
pretty balanced, and I think.
But this is not a boozy bourbon drink.
Yeah.
That's the trick, and that's what everyone actually says because of the Aperol, because of
Yeah.
the lemon juice, and because of the Amaro in there. You don't really.
But you know what's amazing about this drink is that
That
it's so
I
well
made it.
balanced.
Yeah.
I was. The
It's a
maker.
modern classic, made with extreme skill.
Yes.
That I'm thinking
You know you
Are we
still got. You
racing?
got.
Oh, dang.
Oh!
that is fantastic.
Woo!
Craig is.
And cut.
Holy cow, I'm
scene.
5 drinks in.
And scene.
Craig claimed earlier that he had never had a proper daiquiri. Of course, like the bat signal, that sign goes up in the air. I come running. We have made a few daiquiris today, so.
Everyone is absolutely loving. Everyone is loving you.
I'm not shy with the cocktails, I'll tell you
The
that
audience
much.
they are asking, "Where's my black shirt?"
Yes,
well,
look at this. We are like the
It's like a
shirt
seasonal
brigade.
Oreo.
It's
We're like an Easter Oreo.
we're
right
a
now.
flag. Yes,
Yeah,
we're
we
a
can
flag
do it. We
right
can
now.
squeeze you in
Exactly.
there. There you go.
Okay, so I say we need to talk a little bit. And I'm going to put you in the middle.
Put me in the middle.
Putting you in
over
the
here, buddy.
putting you on the
Oh,
spotlight.
spotlight.
Spotlights.
All right.
We have to
I've
talk.
got the big mat here, the giant mat.
We
Okay.
have to talk Broadway just a teeny weeny bit. Exactly. Okay.
Broadway.
Let's just mention a couple things here.
All right, go ahead.
Like The Ferryman that you won the Tony Award for.
Oh, come on.
Sam Mendes, director.
Oh, come on.
And also another show coming up, and we'll speak about that a little bit later with Sam Mendes again.
Yes. He won't leave me alone.
I know. What is going on, Sam?
Greg, let's do another play. Sam. How'd you get the new phone? Who dis?
Sammy boy.
Six-time Tony nominee for the show The Cripple of Inishman.
Oh, yes, that was a fun one. That was
Fantastic one.
Yeah.
Showman's Way.
I gotta tell you.
What?
The
Tell us
cripple-
all. Tell us
The
everything.
Cripple of Inishman. Only
Daniel
Martin
Radcliffe, right?
McDonough. Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
He was brilliant in it.
Yeah.
It was funny. Every night we always have these young ladies in the audience going, "We love you, Harry Potter," as
I
he's
was
doing
gonna
this
say.
great performance. But who would name a play The Cripple
Yeah.
of Inishman?
Martin
today?
McDonough.
Martin
Yeah,
McDonough would do
that's
it.
a tough one.
That's a
Yeah,
tough
that
one.
is a tough one. I know, so I am terrified of sad movies. I don't like all my emotions. So that would immediately scare me away. That would be as scary to me as The Exorcist.
Yeah,
walking in, I know that something's going to be sad. It's going to affect me
But also,
emotionally.
it's not
I'll be a
particularly
wreck.
PC. So as a producer, I'm like, can we call it the handicapped guy from Ireland? And they're like, no, it's a crippleman, the cripple from Inishman. I'm like, no one in America
The
knows
differently
where Inishman
abled
is.
Dubliner.
I think most
true.
Irishmen don't know where Inishman is. It's this
true.
little island off the coast of this little island. So, but anyway,
That's
but it was a
Martin
wonderful
McDonough,
play.
though. I mean, having 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri, like he makes these long. He tells
He's
you how it is.
brilliant.
Absolutely
Brilliant
fantastic.
playwright.
I'm sure you have some great stories. Do you have any inside? What about
Of that show?
No, anything.
No, well, I will say this. We did a show
Talk
a few
some
years ago.
trash about
Talk
someone.
some trash. Well, I will say
Yes.
this. We did this one Broadway musical.
Not really
that
talk
was
trash, but give us
based
some
on.
insight.
I can't tell you the name because
Okay.
I don't want to out some people.
Fine.
But we did this one musical that was based on the music of this very famous composer. And so the show was 3 months into its run. It got nominated for Best Musical and blah, 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 blah. And the thing is, I started looking at the production reports, and I noticed that every night, 2 or 3 dancers, 3 months into the run, started hurting themselves, hurting their ankles and stuff. I'm like, what is going on here? What's happening? What's this rash of accidents happening?
Difficult choreography.
And
or
so
something?
I went to the performance that night, and once you open a show, it's supposed to be locked. Can't make any changes.
Okay.
Well, so I went to the show, and I noticed that it started ending at 10:30 as opposed to 10:45. I'm like, well, what's going on here? Turns out that our conductor in the orchestra had just moved up to Greenwich, Connecticut, and the last train out of town, out of Manhattan, was at 10:30. So he started increasing the tempo, and the dancers are like doing the dances and starting to have to increase the tempo.
he could catch the train?
Yeah, so we could catch the train. So they started hurting themselves. So that's inside Broadway for you.
I have absolutely called last call at 1:30
Right.
a number of times. I
Really?
get that. Yeah. Listen.
Get out.
The last train out of Union Station.
Sure.
That's hilarious.
Sure.
So he just started going a little quicker.
He's just started.
Oh.
It started out like dun 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 dun, and the actors and the dancers just pick up the pace anyway. So that was a kind of fun experiment. But the new show we're about to do, we just started rehearsals this week on a new play called the Lehman Trilogy about the Lehman brothers, the banking family.
Yes.
I was gonna say.
And
Yes.
it's brilliant because it's 3 actors playing 300 different characters over a period of 5 generations. and it is freaking brilliant. Also directed by Sam Mendes. It starts preview September 24th and opens October 14th on Broadway. So you must go see that show. It's brilliant.
300 characters?
Yeah, these guys are great. They're incredible actors. Yeah.
That's too much.
Talking of incredible.
Yeah,
Your mixology. Can I just mention also something real quick? Scott has been to Craig's bar.
I have been to. It is one of the. You guys know.
Shoot mix there. It's
you guys
basically a better
know.
bar
You guys
than
know
dinner.
Dr. Cush's exotic drinks. I have a bar, very exclusive. Craig's bar is equally, if not
nuts.
more exclusive, and his is an actual bar, which is so awesome. I literally could not speak for the first minute that I was sitting at this bar. I'm making the exact same face in this picture as I
think
always.
we have it. Do we have some photos?
We just did. Yeah, we just put it up.
Saw it?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I only have one smile, but that smile was also incredible. I was losing my mind. I was losing my mind.
Amazing.
One of the most beautiful bars I've ever seen. And, I mean, I've worked in bars. That bar is ready to open tomorrow. That bar is ready to go.
But the great thing about the bar we have at our home is it's 8 miles or 8 minutes. From
8
your
minutes
bar.
from my
8
house.
minutes from your house.
It's about
Walking distance from your
so
house.
we can technically go to your house, have a tiki drink at my house, a classic cocktail, and go back and forth all night.
Technically nothing. We will practically do that. We will practically do that.
I was like,
We
don't
are going
Cush with a good
We are
time.
definitely going to make
This-
a valley bar crawl.
This bar,
and we are ready to go.
What happened was I am a total drunk, and I love drinking. Being bi-coastal, living in New York and LA, I go to bar, and when COVID hit and all the bars were closed, I'm like, what do you mean I can't drink?
Yeah.
So I built a bar in my house.
Yeah.
Because we don't eat in our house, we drink. So we turned our dining room into a speakeasy. And so, yeah, of course, everyone does.
I understand that internal monologue so well that you are literally describing my life. That is exactly what I did. Oh, I can't go to
Why
bars?
not?
I have to build. We still have a dining room. We still eat. I just turned every living moment of my life. My closet touches my bar. It is, I love it. I love it. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen inside of a house. I was shocked. I've seen pictures until you were there live. It was crazy.
Well, to me, this
Let's
was
make a drink.
this was the most amazing build-up ever.
Yeah.
To you now,
Yes.
showing us because
you're gonna make a drink?
I
Yeah.
know what a great mixologist you are.
Well,
I now need to see your. Kush has been to your bar.
Oh, no
I haven't.
pressure. No pressure.
I haven't been there.
See, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I am
been
not a
there.
professional
I love the lean.
bartender. I've never.
Nor am
worked-
I. I just made you a drink.
I know, and that was great. That was
you.
great.
Thank you very
I've
much.
never worked in a bar. I've never passed the bar. In fact, there's never been a bar that I've passed. I go in but I do love a good cocktail. So
He brings
I-
really hard.
Yeah.
That is a hard flex to
like
bring your
cool
own
stuff.
awesome tins.
Yeah.
That is a hard
Well,
flex.
I did bring.
Those are
but wait a
great.
minute. Do you know why I brought this? I joke that I'm the great pretender to your Cush tender.
Sure.
I can't use a Boston
The shaker?
shaker.
Yeah.
Because you do this thing, you go shake, and then you put boom, and then it snaps, and you come out. I can't do that. I end up going.
Trust me, I know.
And it won't come off because the colder it gets, it's harder to.
You gotta get that
to
elbow
build.
in there,
So I use
apparently.
what's
Get the
called
elbow in
a Parisian shake.
I love the
I love that.
Parisian.
So the Parisian shake, not only is it sexy,
It is.
it's easier to pull apart.
Très bon.
Yeah.
I do that. This is what we're doing here. Boom. Sorry about that. We are gonna make the Corpse Reviver. Now the Corpse Reviver. Look at you. You're so professional.
Well, I'm trying to show people what's going on here.
The Corpse Reviver is a type of drink that's kind of known as the hair of the dog.
It's very much the hair of the dog.
So now this is
Corpse Reviver number 2.
We're doing the Corpse Survivor number 2. There was a Corpse Survivor number 1, and a Corpse Survivor number 3, a Corpse Survivor number 4. There's a whole lot of them. Most of them have been lost to history. But this particular one has been saved because Harry Craddock, one of the greatest bartenders of all times, worked at the Savoy in London during Prohibition.
Yep.
He was a Scotsman who moved to America, became an American, became a great bartender, and then Prohibition happened, and he's like, screw this, I'm going back to the
Absolutely.
UK. And went to London and made some fantastic cocktails there, and ended up, I'm going to excuse myself over here, grab my notes, And he ended up working at the Savoy. And what he did was he realized that
You're going to be cutting some stuff?
I'm going to be cutting some
Well,
stuff.
then cut it in the middle so people can see what you're doing here.
He realized that there weren't a whole lot of bartending manuals, so he created the Savoy cocktail.
Right.
And that just...
The Bible of...
It is the Bible.
I refer to it as the Bible, the Beckett, and the Kama Sutra
I'm
Oh
sorry,
my
for
goodness.
bartenders.
That
Well, the
is-
Bible...
Coleman drinks in there too.
A lot of Ada Coleman
Yeah.
drinks in there. Yeah,
Wow.
the Bible, of course, because we've built a religion on it. The
Yes.
Beckett, because if it's in there, it's worth something. And the Kama Sutra, because I've actually seen bartenders have sex with this book.
Oh, hello.
Very, very intense.
Hello.
Yes, it is
I have to tell you, just to be careful, if you do have sex with the book,
Yeah.
paper cuts.
Paper cuts, yeah.
Paper cuts
Yeah.
are really,
Wear
really
protection,
Yes.
kids.
So
Yeah.
this is also, like Tammy's drink is an equal parts drink. And I'm going to add 3/4 ounces of citrus in here. And we are using lemon. And look at that. Ooh, spraying everywhere.
Oh man, you do the pointer finger, middle finger
Look at
twist.
that.
Well, I'll tell you what I like to do.
That's a
When-
very
when,
intense
I'm,
pro right
when
there.
I'm building a cocktail, I'm not a pro.
That's that.
I'm just a
Well, you
drunk.
are
Yeah.
very
What I
good
like
at
to
pretending
do
to be one.
is I like to
Yeah.
build my cocktails in reverse. So,
So good.
What do you
based
need?
on
The Lillet?
yeah, where's the
Oh, it's
Lillet?
over there.
I got it right
Kush
here.
took-
Hand
Kush
it to
stole
me.
it.
I like to go in reverse. So rather than using my most expensive base spirit first, I'll go with the cheaper ingredient because unlike Cush, I'm not a professional bartender. So if I make a mistake, I can redo that. So I've added 3/4 ounces of London dry gin, the Kino Lillet. Now this is actually
Kino Lillet does not exist
it
anymore.
does not exist.
It does not
the
exist
thing is,
anymore.
this is Americano, Coqui Americano,
Yeah.
which has a level of quinine, which is that bittering agent that doesn't exist in the Kino Lillet,
Right.
which is what they're making now. The Kino Lillet, by the way, if you've got that in your bar, use that. It makes a delightful drink. It just doesn't have the same bitter
Right.
element in it. So we're then going to take this. Oh, one thing I forgot to do.
What?
Is this the
That's
drink?
yes.
That's your GS?
I'm going to
That's your
chill
cute.
this down a little bit because I like to serve a cocktail in a chilled
Yeah.
glass.
His
Love it.
home bar
I
has
love
a
it.
glass chiller.
I do have a glass chiller.
His home bar has a glass
And I
chiller.
gotta tell you, it is freaking hot in there.
It's bonkers.
It's like sweat. Scott comes in and he's like sweating. He's like, "This is a lovely bar."
I'm a big.
Ah.
I am. To be fair, I'm a big fat guy, and so I will sweat anywhere.
I was gonna say,
yes,
you do sweat normally.
I
when
sweat
it's
everywhere.
1
But-
degree
But
over
I tell you, it's
65.
worth it to have that thing chilling your glasses because
Yeah.
a cocktail, from the minute you make it, starts to die. So you want to have it chilled for it. Now, you know what I noticed?
What's that?
Watching this show, you do this very interesting thing. I don't know if you know this.
What?
If this is for those of you who are fans of this channel. Scott will take a Cush, will take a drink and go,
Yeah, he always smells it.
and he'll go. What are you doing when you smell that?
I try my very best to keep my drinking to a minimum. So,
Why?
well, because otherwise I will be a rampant alcoholic and I'll be a vampire. My job is an alcohol, so I have taught myself how to smell drinks to make sure that they will eventually taste
Seriously?
right. Absolutely. So it is very important. If I know what I'm looking for, there are some ingredients
But
that I
I've seen
forget.
you go.
Everything.
Yeah, it smells
I
good.
worked for a wonderful bartender a
Smells
long
perfect.
time ago that taught me to smell everything. You see a lot of bartenders, if I'm ever at a bar and the bartender takes a straw and drinks my drink, I'm upset. I don't like that. So for some reason I'm like, you just stole, like, for some drinks, you just stole 50 cents of my drink. I want my 50 cents back.
I'm going to start doing that.
So I instead have taught myself how to smell drinks.
But
So
that's
I
great.
smell everything.
So do you go into a bar and say, "I'll have a corpse survivor," and the waitress comes up, you go,
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, can I have the waitress in the
Makes sense to
Chanel
me.
number 5 and not you in the Calvin Klein 1?
"Okay, so
That's a unisex. That is a unisex perfume. I don't want that one. Give me the Chanel lady. Yes, absolutely.
just an observation. I know
Yeah.
she likes to smell."
I smell
So we've
everything.
got our ingredients.
I didn't realize
Everything
you
is
saw that.
By the way, I love your shake.
Oh, thank you.
Both of you. You've got this great shake.
Oh, yeah.
I can't. Shaking is an important technique. I knew this one guy who he used this mini shaker. He would fill his ingredients up there, and he would take his stuff. And in order to get a good shake, he would ram it up.
Start from the bottom?
No, he'd ram it up his
keister.
No, his
butthole.
No, we don't say that.
His anus, his
no,
anal
not anus.
cavity. What are we pointing at?
His rectum.
Rectum, yeah.
Rectum.
Nearly killed him.
Nearly killed him.
Nearly killed him.
All right.
I cannot believe we just both hit the rectum joke. Nearly killed him.
We just did a rectum.
The Smothers Brothers over here.
We're going to be off here in any second.
We've been cancelled. It's very nice having you on board, everybody.
We're going to give this a big 10-second shake and get our. We're going to double stream this.
Oh, nice.
There is one more prep for that glass.
Yes, what
Correct.
we're going to do is we're going to take this needs an absinthe
Oh,
rose.
look at that
So
absinthe.
this is.
Oh, right here in the middle.
Right in the middle.
There we go.
All right, and what that's doing is just coating the glass a little bit with absinthe.
What absinthe? What absinthe?
This
do you
is lucid absinthe. It's good stuff. Yeah. There's a little wormwood. You want some? It's like Banaka Blast.
Thank you.
have? Wow.
Woo.
All right,
CHB.
and we're going to right in the center there. We've got our chilled
Nailed it.
glass.
The double strain.
Doing
So
the double
important
strain
for this
to
cocktail.
get out any sort of, because it's got gin in it, you don't want to bruise the gin.
Yeah.
So we're just going, and that just means it's the ice particles and everything's-
overwatered.
Yeah, overwatered. And there we go. And what we're going to do to give a little garnish is I'm going to put a dried lemon wedge and a bit of star of anise in there. I didn't make two.
Yeah,
Tammy can
'cause
have this one.
So
I
who's
understand.
the one that's going to drink?
Me?
I know. I watched you make it, and look, if I can, just.
No, you're going, that's a girl drink.
I understand what this drink
That's
is.
a
No.
girl drink.
There are no girl drinks.
that's
I
true.
love my favorite drink of all time, maybe the Cosmopolitan.
So this that's a girl drink.
I love it. I love it.
That is the Corpse Survivor
I'm
number
gonna
2.
taste this one. Cheers, everyone. Ooh.
I think it looks nice.
Survivor number 2. It does smell great. I always smell my drinks too, though. I don't smell all the bottles and weird stuff that,
And it's
that
weird,
Cush
right?
does.
It's weird. It's not just me.
Well, we all have our quirks.
Well, listen. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. My quirk is trying
Oh,
not to
so
become a
good.
crazy alcoholic.
So good.
Now, here's the thing about the Corpse Survivor. The Corpse Survivor is intended as a hair of the dog, meaning after a night of imbibing like we've been doing tonight.
Sure, we have.
In the morning, if you've got a bit of a hangover, you take one of these and boom, it revives the corpse. Now,
That's right.
as Harry Craddock said in his Savoy cocktail book, 4 of these in quick succession
Right.
You're back where you started.
unrevives
Unrevives the corpse.
You're literally
So,
back where
there
you
go.
were the night before.
I believe he said you did.
You
This is-
did.
You did.
You
For
did,
them, he
girl.
said you did.
You did.
You know what I love about this, though? It's so refreshing. Like,
It is.
This is actually a great,
It's a great brunch drink.
I was just going to
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah,
This is
and
an
I
11
took the words out of
o'clock.
your
You took them out and smoked them. And it's a great brunch cocktail, which easily outdoes the mimosa, right? Or the Bellini.
I would say that
right?
that's the
This
case,
this would be a great
I would
thing
say that that's
with
the
your
case.
stack of pancakes.
Easily outdoes the mimosa and the Bellini.
You heard
Tiny
it.
Harrison.
You heard
Craig
it
and I
here.
might be going to get tattoos of that later on
Yes.
our back. Yeah.
Right there.
That'll be-
Easily outdoes the mimosa.
In cocktail books, when we bring them
Tramp
out, this
stamp.
will be my
Tramp
quote.
stamp that goes to your neck. That's
Yeah.
quite a tramp.
Easily outdoes the mimosa.
I love it.
Harry did a good job.
Yeah.
Craig, fantastic.
Why,
Fantastic.
thank you.
This is so yummy. Oh, thank you.
Congregation comes through.
There you go.
Oh, 2 for 2.
2 for
There you
2.
go.
Two
Now,
for
what
two.
are you drinking next?
No, wait. I need to ask something. We do have a lot of comments.
Oh, Neil? Saavedra?
That smelling tip
Joaquin?
is fantastic. Your brother Neil. We were on his show on the Fork Reporter.
You guys were great, by the way.
Thanks.
on his
Thank
show.
you.
Thank you.
His show, which is every Saturday at 2 p.m.
Yeah, the Fork Reporter on the radio.
AM 640 KFI. Little plug there.
Exactly.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
Woo!
You guys
Preach it,
It's
bro.
really great. It's all about the best tips and tricks of where to go for food and drink. As
Yeah,
well.
but let's be honest. We all really care about the drinks,
Well, we only care about the
That's
drinks.
really
But
especially when you guys are on.
there you go. Your brother is now praising you for giving him a shout out. So, okay.
Everybody loves a shout out.
Exactly. Paul Bellinado actually said, you just throw your glass into the freezer? You could just throw your glass
Which
into the
is
freezer
what
for
I do at home.
a quick chill.
Well, you have an actual dedicated glass chiller. That's different.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Do not underplay how cool that bar is. That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Gets the women.
Yes.
Oh, Joaquin says,
My wife's coming over
Joaquin,
tonight. Yeah.
my husband.
you are so handsome.
Does
Thank
he really
you.
write that?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm not making it up.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
See?
sorry.
I'll be home. in
It's
an hour.
true. You're right. You're right. Absolutely.
Did he really write that?
He did. I'll tell you.
Actually, he wrote that to Scott, though.
No, this is the YouTube chat. This is like
He said it to all of us.
Everyone's
Tammy,
read it.
you're
No,
handsome.
Everyone's
I'm
read it.
handsome. That's a little
Everyone's
awkward.
read it. See?
Okay.
Everyone's read it.
I'm pretending like I can see this. I'm 57 years old. That's a blur.
Here you go.
That is a
Can you
blur
see
to me.
it now?
No, wait.
Can you
Getting
see
worse.
it now?
Getting worse.
No, go back to the town after Awesome Town. What's after Awesome Town?
Pretty
Nothing.
good town.
Pretty good town. That's you go back
called
there and I'll
Austin.
be able to
This
read
called
it.
Austin,
is the end.
Yeah. It's called El Segundo.
Hey,
All right.
listen though. One thing
Literally
one
means
thing-
the second. It means the second town.
One thing I do want to ask you about, which I thought quite interesting, you do have a show which is very similar sounding, but not really to ours,
No, this is a professional
which
show.
is called Children's Cocktail Hour.
Not as weird as it
What
sounds.
is that, Craig?
Well, I'll tell you, when COVID hit, there are three things that I really, really love. I love booze, books, and my granddaughter, Emery Rain, and she's 4 years old. And I'll tell you what I did was, when COVID started, I thought I'd do an evening
Look at this
live
bar.
show
My God.
where I would make a cocktail for the adults and then read a children's story for the kids. And it became fairly popular on Instagram and YouTube, but it's not like a professional show like this one.
Where can people check it out?
Well, they can check it out on my Instagram at Craig M. Saavedra. The M stands for marvelous. No, it doesn't. But
Stands
it's
for
Craig-
martinis.
Martini.
what
Craig
it stands
Martini
for.
Saavedra.
Don't lie.
Wouldn't that be great?
Don't
I
lie.
wish my parents gave me the middle name Martini.
Martini.
How great would that be? The C in Craig stands for Corpse Reviver.
That's
Yes,
right.
exactly.
I would love to do a show like that. Mine would be, of course, making cocktails and then being factually right in arguments where I
Yes.
wasn't exactly sure if I was right.
Right.
That would be my two favorite things,
would
is
totally-
when I make a cocktail and then I say something crazy, turns out to be right, and I win an argument.
Well, but you know-
That is how I would do my show.
But you know what's more fun? Is making an argument that is absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
Doing it with such conviction.
Right.
Absolutely.
People go, oh, okay.
I
who
live by
needs
that.
cheese?
Well, I'm
When
gonna
in
get that
doubt,
tattooed, too.
sound convincing.
That's right.
Do you know
That
what,
gets
though?
you very far.
Get loud.
I gotta tell you, I'm a little thirsty.
Let's get it. Let's
I
drink.
agree. I agree.
If you guys don't mind, I'm going to step here into the
Okay,
middle.
so where do I go?
You pop over to my side.
I don't quite know how you're
I-
gonna follow this.
This is like the Himalaya right here. This is Everest. We're gonna make a drink right now. That is one of my very favorite bartenders' drinks of all time. So my favorite bartender is named Don Beach.
Of course.
My next one is named Joe Scialom.
Yes.
They live right in there. I'm gonna make a 9-part equal part cocktail.
We both go.
You guys both did 4.
Yeah.
I will be doing 9.
Of
So I will
course you
double
will.
plus 1, right?
Of course you will.
Of course I will. So this one is called the Dead Bastard. Joe Scialom had 3 different. It's so weird staring right into the camera. Joe Scialom had 3 different versions of this. He had the Suffering Bastard, he had the Dying Bastard, and he had the Dead Bastard. Now, Joe Scialom helped the United States and the Allied powers, mostly the British, win World War II with this cocktail.
What?
So Joe Scialom was down in Egypt at the Hotel Cairo. He got a lot of British soldiers wasted, like white girl drunk, for like the night before.
Cancel
Rommel-
again.
Cancel.
Cancel again, Scott.
White girl drunk is fine to say. Anyway, Rommel decides he is going to blitzkrieg. He's going to surprise attack the north of Egypt to try and come back after a big loss in Italy. So now he's starting to attack. Well, the British soldiers got to wake up drunk AF.
Yeah.
Drunk AF or hungover.
Yeah.
Run out of the Hotel
Did they
Cairo.
have a corpse reviver?
They had something better. They had the dead bastard. So they ran out. They got their guns. They went up, and then word came back that they are too hungover. They're losing the battle.
Oh, God.
So Joe now has to come up with a cocktail to save the day. To save the day, and he came up with the suffering bastard, but the dying bastard and the dead bastard are all children of this cocktail. The problem with it is when he sent these up, he didn't have anything to send it in.
Yeah.
Like you can't just send up glasses of cocktails.
Yeah.
So what he did is he basically ran around. He would take things like
'cause
this.
an army
he would
camp.
just throw out all of the stuff, and then there we go. He has his glass ready to go. That is basically what he was doing. So he was running around finding. Yeah, pour yourself some whiskey because I definitely talked for a while. Anyway, so he made this drink. He started sending this up in flower pots, in all kinds of stuff. So let's begin to build this cocktail. All equal parts. All.
Did you need this? I'm using.
No, that's fine. Did you just drink from a jigger? You are the most bartender I've ever seen in my life. Okay. That is the most bartender thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, you just drank the 151.
Oh, you just drank 151.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna do all of these. I'm gonna make 2 of them.
We
we're gonna
might
do these.
need a stretcher.
Yeah.
To carry Craig out of here after the show.
We are going to make these all in 1 ounces, but to
Okay.
make one, you do half an ounce, right? We're gonna
Yes.
make a double of these.
Yes.
So let's begin. The idea of this cocktail was whatever you drank the night before, he's gonna put in there.
Okay.
So let's begin with most likely a lot of these sailors and soldiers were drinking brandy.
Okay.
So this is a full ounce of brandy right there. He's going down.
do you need
He's
a
going
chair?
down. He's out. The next idea was we needed a white substance. Now this is an aged rum, but this is a dark. This would be a white. This is an aged white rum. So this is a white rum here. We also need some gin, which happened to be right here.
Yeah, go that way.
We need
Where's
1
gin? It's a
ounce.
great gin.
It's such a good gin out of LA.
Yeah.
We need 1 ounce of gin here. Perfect. And we need 1 ounce of whiskey. Now, what happened to that bourbon that you had? Here we go.
There we go.
Okay.
1 ounce of a whiskey. Beautiful.
That was very clear.
Thank you. Yes, really nailed it. Nailed it. Put it in. So we have 1 ounce of 4 different booze. Whatever you were drinking the night before, it's most likely in this glass. Give you a bit of the hair of the dog. We are now going to take.
I can imagine being in the army, you just drink whatever you find.
Well, and so
like,
also.
wouldn't you do that?
I would.
At this time, too, Egypt was under siege, so they weren't getting any good booze coming in.
Did you have great tea?
They do have great tea, but
That doesn't do
great tea does
They
not.
great teeth.
They
do
do
have
not.
great teeth.
I can say for a fact they do not have good teeth.
Good catch.
At least the
We
teeth
got
I
it.
saw.
Yes, so they had all this like really crappy booze living in Egypt at this point, so
Yeah.
everybody was getting hungover.
Yeah.
The hangovers were the worst
Well, you're
of
not
all
eating
time.
too. What are you not having a kebab or something afterwards?
all
are you?
bad.
It's well,
It's
you
all
know,
bad.
you just
Kebabs.
gotta
You know,
pass
kebabs.
out. It's called a kebab.
It's called whatever it's called. Next thing we're gonna be putting in here now. Of course, the original recipe just called for ginger beer. I think that is I think that's unsatisfying.
It's un-American.
It's un-American. Well, because this is an Egyptian cocktail, so definitely
It's
un-American.
un-Egyptian.
But yeah, it's.
Did you just use your ring
Oh yeah.
as
I have
as that is fucking cool. Can I say fucking?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Not
we're
on
YouTube and
But
everywhere
that
else.
is the
I said
coolest
white girl
thing-
drunk, or
that
white
is the
girl
coolest
wasted.
thing I've ever seen.
Oh, thanks, man.
Cheers to that word.
To you. I'm gonna be putting in 1 ounce of a strong ginger beer. That is all. We're also gonna be putting in
like ginger
1 ounce of Dr. Cush's
Ooh, the good stuff.
very special ginger syrup. Now, when I make ginger syrup, I will explain real quick how
What
this
makes
works.
it so special?
So when I make ginger syrup, I take the full thing of ginger, I blend it with sugar and water. I then filter it through, and I take that, whatever's left in there, and then I blend it again with some sugar and water. I take that out and I blend it again with sugar and water to sort of make it so that it is nice and balanced. You can do that up to 5 times. This is called the head. This is the first blend only.
And you don't even peel it. You throw it with
I throw the
rind
whole
and everything,
thing
right?
in there. Rind and sugar and water. This is the head. So there is nothing watering this down. This is the this is the most ginger you can get.
And then he adds the urine of a virgin unicorn.
She's not a virgin anymore. We left her outside for a while. It was a problem. But
left outside. What neighborhood are you in?
Reseda.
Not awesome town.
Yeah, we are in
Not
Reseda.
awesome town.
Yeah.
Wow.
This unicorn did not know enough karate, was unable to keep herself away from these karate punks. It was a problem. It was a problem. So we're going to continue to build here.
It smells. You have great smelling urine. Ginger.
Take 2.
Great smelling ginger.
And take 2.
This is live?
And action.
All right. We also have to give this a little touch more bubbles. So we're going to add an ounce of soda water in here. Now, if you want, you can add a 9th ingredient, which is simple syrup. I'm going to do that, but this drink exists very well without the simple syrup. I'm going to put in the simple syrup. So equal parts all around. Now, one thing that does not go in equal parts is, of course, Angostura bitters, but that is, of course, not insane.
That's a bam.
That's a boom!
Boom.
Boom.
Bam.
Zappo.
Bing.
Whammo.
So we're gonna then throw some ice into this guy. We're gonna give this a shake, and we're sending this up
All right.
to the El Alamein battle, the Battle of El Alamein, to keep our boys, our British boys, from getting killed by Rommel.
You gotta do
Rommel.
Rommel. So Rommel was attacking.
He was a badass.
He was a
badass.
He was a bad guy, I think is what you mean to say.
Yeah,
he was a.
And you're doing a dirty dump here.
I'm doing a dirty dump because Joe would not have had enough time to get this drink. He would have literally put this in whatever mug. He was deep potting plants in order to get this drink up to the soldiers so that they could get unhung over, so that they could fight this battle.
They're probably drinking in
So
this
literally, this is
months.
I went to the 99-cent store and bought a 99-cent small hurricane.
But is
vase.
this a hurricane?
That is a hurricane vase. If you get a hurricane glass,
That's
it
what I
has
thought.
the foot.
Oh,
but
okay.
this is what it's based on.
I gotta tell you, that's sexy.
It's a good looking
Yeah, I
drink,
like
huh?
the shape of that.
You can buy these at the Dollar Tree. Take a guess at how expensive they are. $1.
$5.
$1. Yeah, you could buy 1,000 of them for $1,000.
The $1,000 tree store.
Let's split this up. Of course, the guys would have definitely split it up at some point. Please do not make me put. Okay, I'm gonna put these in wine glasses. I'm not putting them in those big martini glasses. I hate those. There we go.
See what this is all about.
Yeah.
Do we each get? We get to drink this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome to the show,
Welcome
Greg.
to the
Yes.
show, Greg.
This is what is
This is literally
I
what we
haven't
did.
had anything to drink tonight.
There you go, buddy.
Drink then.
There you go, guys. All right, so this is the Dead Bastard in 9 parts. Cheers to you all.
Cheers to you.
We've done it.
Cheers.
Cheers to all of us.
Cheers.
By the way, the dead bastard.
The Dead Bastard.
Dead Bastard.
That was my nickname in prison.
That's good, yeah. Yeah, he just laid there. What? How else would you get the name? How else would you get the name? Come on.
Thank God I hadn't taken a sip.
That's how you get
I
that
would have
name.
literally spat on you both. Cheers. Who's glad they tuned in
we did it.
tonight?
So
Who's
true.
glad they tuned in tonight?
Wow, this is tasty.
It's good, right? Cheers. So boozy.
This is
so
fantastic.
good and
This
so
is great.
cozy. And you know, this is light.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop some of these off at your house tomorrow. I have a feeling you will need it.
Boy, this is effervescent. Not easy to say when you're drunk.
No, it isn't.
This is light.
Yeah.
It's tasty and has the taste. It has the finish of an Egyptian battle.
That's right. That's right. Basically, we win. Basically, the good guys win.
This is a winning drink.
This is a winning drink. This is a
winning drink,
winner.
man. This is a winner.
It's a winner.
It is a winner.
You know what this needs?
What's that? Oh God. Cherries?
It needs a cherry.
No, buddy, you get in there. I say go for it. There's a spoon right there.
Put some cherries in there.
I'll be honest with you, it is a perfectly balanced drink and does not need a cherry.
Yeah, thank you.
But I love cherries.
The drink didn't even see it.
Drink didn't need it.
Yeah.
You did.
I needed it.
I love it. Yeah. A little protein, I
Let's
believe.
put the dangerous tools away.
The spoon.
Put the spoon and the knife
So,
away.
what are you guys doing tomorrow?
Same thing.
Yeah. I have a show tomorrow, 6 p.m.
That is true.
Yeah, youtube.com/CushTender.
That is true.
I will be doing Cush's. I will be doing. Yeah. I will be
Take
doing.
two.
Yeah, take two. I will be doing a best of. So I will be doing three
Oh.
of my very favorite cocktails that I've
Nice.
made over the past year and a half.
What's one of them?
Tune in. One of them is called the. It's called the blood and zombie. The blood and zombie.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's basically a zombie that has some extra red wine syrup in it. So
Love it.
get ready.
Okay, we can find that obviously at Cush Tender.
Yeah.
Please follow Cush on Instagram, on YouTube, and that's tomorrow, Saturday
6 p.m.
at 6 p.m.
Correct.
And if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'm at Craig Saavedra.
Take 5.
Craig M. Saavedra at Instagram, or
That sounds like an email address.
It does, doesn't
Yes.
it?
It's just at Craig
At
M.
At
Saavedra.
Craig M. Saavedra, or at Saavedra Cocktail Club.
That's right. That's your. That's the name of your.
That's the name of our bar.
Bar.
Yeah.
At
in
home.
our house, which you're not invited to.
You can find him at home.
You're okay.
That is a really good drink.
Thank you. I'm a professional bartender. So
Yes,
that's
you are.
Yeah.
Is there a cot down here?
Yes.
It is hot
I
in
need to
here.
go to sleep.
I do want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I really hope you had half as much fun as we did.
Do you have any more limes?
We will be back again next time. I'd like to thank everybody again in the chat. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube, on Twitch, on Daily Motion. Please remember to like and subscribe and click that little notification bell as well, so you can
Click
click it that many times to get notifications when we go live, and of course when we post our videos as well. Craig, you are such a delight.
You are a barrel
we
of monkeys,
need
my
you.
friend. You are a
We
lot of
need
fun.
you
No, I'm not fun.
on
I'm
here
just
a lot
again.
of fun.
I'm just drunk.
You are a lot of fun.
Please mention, if you can, your fantastic Broadway show that is upcoming.
The Layman Trilogy.
The
a
Layman
very
Trilogy.
serious play.
When?
October 14th on Broadway at the. I really don't know what theater we're in. I don't know.
On Broadway, period.
On Broadway,
I mean, you're
it's
on Broadway.
You
Who
know,
cares?
Broadway's
Listen,
a street
yeah.
in New York.
Just look for it.
Just
There's going to be a sign outside.
Go to Broadway and turn left.
Yeah. Look at the signs. Premiering when?
October 14th, but we start previews September 24th,
Okay.
which is like 14, but with a 2.
Yes. So, I would say, let's give a little Cheerio.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cheerio to everybody
Cheers,
tonight.
everybody.
Cheers. Cheers, Craig. We love you so
You're
much.
the greatest.
Thank you, everybody. Until next time, cheerio.
Bye, guys. That was spectacular.
Okay, I was faking the whole time.